Good morning, children. In last class, we have learned distance formula. Distance formula is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And also we have learned 6 questions. Now we come to 7th question. Let us discuss the 7th question. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2, -5 and -2, 9. So the point on x-axis, always x-axis is having point, x coordinate will be there and y coordinate will be 0. So how do we take that? Let the point on x-axis be, that is how we have to write. We have to write let point on x-axis be px0 and it is equidistant from a to -5 and b -2, 9. So that means this point P, for example, if this is px0, equidistant from a to -5 and b -2, 9. If the points are like this, you can see AP, this distance equal to BP. So the distance is equal. So we have to find out what is x. So let us write it as AP or PA is equal to PB. That is a clue given to us. PA is equal to PB. Now what is distance formula here? Distance formula is distance is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square it is. This is the distance formula. We are going to substitute for PA. Already we have PA is equal to PB. So take PA value now. P is x0, A is 2, -5. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So here x2 is 2 minus x1 is x. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 is -5 minus y1 is 0 whole square equal to, again PB we have to get PB root of PB x1 y1 x2 y2 x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So both the side we are having square root. So squaring on both the side we will be getting, when we square on both the side we can remove the root. So what do we get now? It is 2 minus x whole square plus -5 minus 0 is -5 whole square is -5 into -5 is +25 equal to, removing the root here we have negative minus of, we will take, it is 2 plus x whole square. Always this is better. Both are having negative sign. Take out common. Then we have 2 plus x. It's a whole square. We have to consider plus. 9 square is 81. 9 minus 0 is 9. Okay, now open it using a minus b whole square formula. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab. 2 into 2 into x is 4x plus b square is x square plus 25. Left hand side is over equal to minus whole square. Minus of, minus into minus will become positive. A plus b whole square. 2 square 4 x square. Now 2ab is 2 into 2 into x is 4x plus 81 here we have. Okay. Now comes, take everything to one side. We have minus 4x square here plus, do we have x square on both the side? We can cancel both. 25 plus 4. It is positive 4. 25 plus 4 is 29. Here we have 4 plus 81 is 85. Positive 85 this side minus 85 positive 4x as minus 4x is equal to 0. Here it is minus 4x only. X square we cancel. So now let us add like term minus 4x plus minus 4x. What do we get as the answer? Okay, minus 4x is addition of like term negative 8x. Here we have 29 minus 85. What do we get as 29 minus 85? It is 56. Isn't it? Minus 56 equal to 0. So here we have negative 8x is equal to positive 56. So x is equal to 56 divided by negative 8. Negative 8. How many times? 8 7s are 56. Negative into negative, positive. So x is equal to negative 7. Therefore, according to the question, find the point on x-axis. We have considered point as Px0. Therefore, our required point is Px0. Px is 7, negative 7, 0. This is the answer. Hope you understood. Let us see the 8th question. Find the values of y for which the distance between the points P2, negative 3 and Q 10, 7 is 10 units. That means here we have 2 points P and Q. P is having coordinate 2, negative 3 and Q has coordinate 10, y. The distance between them is 10 units. Distance between them is 10 units. So, distance formula we have to apply. PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That's equal to 10 they said. Okay, that's equal to 10 units. So how do we do that? That's equal to substitute the value square root of x2, x1, y1, x2, y2. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 is negative 3. Be careful. That's equal to 10. Now we have to square on both the sides so that the square root can be removed. How do we square? 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 square is 64 plus y minus of minus y plus 3 whole square. We don't write the root or squaring on both the sides. Here also we have the square. 10 square is 100. This is how we get this step. Now open what is y plus 3 whole square we have to write. This is equal to 64 plus a plus b whole square again. A square plus b square plus 2ab. 2 into 3 into y. 2 3s are 6y minus 100 equal to 0. So let us arrange it and write first y square we will write plus 6y plus 64 plus 3 square is 9 minus 100. This is equal to 0. Okay, that become y square plus 6y. Here we have 64 plus 9. 73 minus 100. 73 minus 100, that's equal to 0. What do we get? Y square plus 6y minus, when we subtract, what do we get? 100 minus 73 is 27. Give the sign. This is how we get. Now we have to factorize the middle term. How do we do the factorization? Everybody remembers factorization by splitting the middle term. Do you remember? How do we do that? It is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. AC is equal to negative 27. Factors of negative 27 we have to consider. What is factors of negative 27? 9 and 3. 9 and 3, positive 9 and negative 3. 9 minus 3 is 6 and 9 into negative 3 is negative 27. So let us split it. Y square plus 9y minus 3y minus 27 equal to 0. This is how we have to split Now first two term, last two term, y common, we have y plus 9 inside. From these two we have negative 3 common, y plus 9 again equal to 0. Negative 3 into 9 is negative 27. Here you can see the common, y plus 9 is common into y minus 3 equal to 0. Here for y value we are going to get two values. That is y plus 9 equal to 0 or y minus 3 equal to 0. So y is equal to negative 9 we have, and also y is equal to 3. So how it was given? The point PQ. PQ line is at a distance of 10 units, isn't it? So the y value we got as negative 9 and a positive 3. Both the answers are correct. This is the 10th question, that is last question of distance formula. After this we will move on to section formula. Let us see what is the 10th question. Find a relationship between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from point 36 and negative 34. So the given point xy is equidistant from these 2 points. Let the given point be, let the point P, we can write it as P xy equidistant from A36 and B negative 3 4. Once I told you how it is. P is equidistant from A and B. So we can write it as PA is equal to PB. That is distance formula. Here we have distance is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This you have to write once as the distance formula. Now we are going to substitute the values. How do we substitute for PA? Square root of P x1 y1 A x2 y2. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That's equal to PB square root of PB x1 y1 x2 y2. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Squaring on both the sides we can remove the root. So we are left with the 3 minus x whole square plus 6 minus y whole square. That's equal to negative 3 minus that negative we can take out. We have 3 plus x. It's a whole square plus 4 minus y whole square. Now we have to open the bracket. Here we get it as a minus b whole square, a square, 3 square is 9 we have, a square plus b square minus 2ab, 2 3s are 6x plus here we have 6 square, 6 6 are 36 plus y square minus 2ab, 2 into 6, 6 2s are 12y. That's equal to minus of minus square become positive 3 plus x square, 3 square 9 x square plus 3 2s are 6x plus 4 square 16 plus y square minus 2ab, 2 4s are 8y. So cancel the same numbers, x square, here also here we have x square, y square, y square. Now keep it together, 9 plus 36, 45 we have, minus 6x minus 12y equal to 6x minus 8y plus 16 plus 9. It is 25. Let us take everything to one side. We'll take everything to one side. What do we get now? 45 minus 6x minus 12y minus 6x plus 8y minus 25 equal to 0. So negative 6x, negative 6x, it is negative 12x, add. Okay, minus 12y plus 8y, it is the difference, negative 4y. Now comes 45 minus 25. What is that? Isn't it 20 plus 20 equal to 0? This equation can be simplified. If you divide it by negative 4, we are getting another simple equation. What is that we are getting? Negative 12 by negative 4 is 3. 3 4s are 12. 3x. Negative 4 by negative 4 is positive 1. 1y. 20 by negative 4 is negative 5 equal to 0. Our question was find a relation between x and y. So this is the answer, relation between x and y. 3x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. Let us discuss section formula. Section formula meaning we are making AB into two sections. So here we have the points A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2 made as two sections by the point P, x, y, dividing not equally. It can be on AB at anywhere. So P can be on AB at anywhere. So I have chosen a point P, x, y, and this P, x, y divides AB in the ratio M1 is to M2. So this is how it comes in the Cartesian plane, x-axis and y-axis. Here we have point A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2, point P is xy. P, xy divide AB in the ratio M1 is to M2. For finding out the section formula, first we are drawing AR perpendicular to x-axis, PS as well as BT also perpendicular to x-axis. So perpendicular means we know that here AQ is perpendicular to PS, PC is perpendicular to BT also. So these angles will be 90 degree each. And also here you can see AR, PS, BT parallel to each other. AR parallel to PS, PS parallel to BT. They are parallel to each other. Consider AB as a transversal. So don't you see that these two angles as corresponding angles? Look at this. So let me mark it as angle 1, angle 2. This angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Reason here is AR parallel to PS parallel to BT and AB is a transversal. So corresponding angles are equal. In this case, here we have PQA and BCP. They are two right triangle. They are two right triangle. Here we have to write some more steps. Let us write this step. All of you can write now. Consider 2 points. Consider 2 points A, x1, y1 and B, x2, y2. B, x2, y2. Let the coordinates of P be xy divides AB in the ratio M1 is to M2. Hope you understood this much. Now we are drawing perpendiculars. So what all perpendiculars are there? Here draw AR, PS and BT perpendicular to x-axis. Perpendicular to x-axis. Then what do? We have to draw AQ perpendicular to PS and PC perpendicular to BT. PC perpendicular to BT. Now we are going to consider two triangles. Which are the two triangles? I told you already. Which are the two triangles? Consider triangle PAQ and triangle BCP. What type of triangles they are? Here you can see angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle Q is equal to angle C. Here we have angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle Q is equal to angle C. Okay, you want to see the figure, so that's why I'll be keeping like this. Here you can see the figure also. We are considering these two triangles. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle Q is equal to angle C. If two corresponding angles are equal like this, we can say that these two triangles are similar. Similarity you will be learning in triangle lesson. Triangle PAQ similar to triangle BCP. These two triangles are similar since these two angles are equal. Two pairs of angles equal. This is by AA similarity. This is by AA similarity. You can see that AA similarity. Now if they are similar, if two triangles are similar, corresponding sides are proportional. That is what again you will be learning it in triangle lesson. In detail we will be teaching there. So these two triangles are similar since corresponding angles are equal. They are similar. If they are similar, corresponding sides are proportional. Corresponding side from this itself we can take PA by BC. PA by BC equal to AQ. AQ by CP. That's equal to PQ by BP. This is how we can take. Okay, PQ by PP. Here in the figure you see children, PAQ I have taken. Look at PAQ, I have taken PAQ, so it should be BPC. BPC it will come. So it should come in the order BPC. If it is BPC, PA by BP it should be PA by BP. AQ by PC or CP it is the same, equal to PQ by BC. PQ by BC. Please be careful. We have to take in the same order, then only we'll get the answer. Let us find out PA now. What is PA? PA value we know. This distance is M1. BP value we know. It is M2. So each one we are going to write. PA is equal to M1. BP is equal to M2. Okay. So now let us see the next part. What is that? AQ. What is AQ? Look at AQ in the figure. How do we get AQ? AQ distance is RS actually. AQ equal to RS. AQ equal to RS. What is our RS with respect to origin? OS minus OR. OS minus OR. What is that equal to? AQ equal to OS means it is the distance from y-axis, x coordinate. It is OS is x now. Minus OR is x1. It is x1. X minus x1, here we got AQ. And CP we have to find out now. CP or PC, it is equal to ST. Equal to ST. What is that ST equal to? PC equal to ST. What is ST? ST is OT minus OS. ST is OT minus OS. What is OT? OT means it is x coordinate x2. x2 minus OS. OS is x, here we have. OS is x. So CP is equal to x2 minus x we got. Okay. Here we got AQ is equal to x minus x1. Now PA we got M1 and BP as M2. Now let us see two more parts. That is PQ. We have to find out what is PQ equal to. Look at the figure. We will find out what is PQ. What is PQ? It is the perpendicular distance we have to consider. See the figure. PQ is PS minus QS. PQ is PS minus QS. That's equal to. PS means it is the total length. PS is y axis. It is y. QS means it is equal to AR. QS is AR. PS minus AR. What is PS? PS, as I told you, it is the perpendicular distance. It is X. AR is, perpendicular distance. It is Y. And AR is Y1. So Y minus Y1. That is our PQ. We got PQ also now. Okay. Now one more value we have to find out. What is that? It is BC. How to get BC? BC equal to, look at BC now. BC. From the figure, what is BC? It is BT minus CT. We can write it as BT minus CT. BT minus CT it is. BT is the total length. What is BT? Is it y axis? Y2. Y coordinate. What is this CT? Is it CT equal to PS? PS is equal to Y. PS I will write. PS is equal to Y here. Y2 minus Y it is. So we got BC also. Now let us see what to do. Here we have, this is a similarity criterion, A similarity, and we have to substitute in this equation. This is equation number 1. We are going to substitute in equation number 1. What do we get then? Just a substitution. PA is M1 by BP is M2 equal to AQ. AQ is x minus x1 by CP is x2 minus x. x2 minus x it is equal to PQ by BC. PQ is y minus y1 by BC is y2 minus y. From this you are going to get the section formula. It's very simple. You don't want to by heart this. Just trying to understand only. So after understanding, by hearting the formula and substituting for some of the problems to solve. Okay, let us see this. Here we have the first two we will equate, then the extremes. Now let us have M1 by M2 equal to x minus x1 by x2 minus x. Let us cross multiply. That is M1 into x2 minus x equal to M2 into x minus x1. Open the bracket. M1 x2 minus M1 x equal to M2x minus M2x1. Be careful while opening, don't make mistake. So here we have x values we have to take together. So here we have M1 x2 minus become plus M2 x1 equal to M2x is there at this side. This I am going to transfer, become M1x. So only thing is wherever x comes, M1x and M2x, here we are joining it. So x is outside, children. X is common. Here we have M2 plus M1. M2 plus M1 is same as M1 plus M2. There is no change. M1 plus M2 into x. Here it is M1 x2 plus M2 x1. That's equal to M1 plus M2 into x. Here you want to find out x coordinate. So keep x here. The whole thing is multiplied. When you transfer it will become denominator. M1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is your x coordinate in section formula. So what is x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. So we have just cross multiplied the first two. Now let us take m1 by m2 equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y. That is the next step to be completed. So for finding out y, m1 by m2 is equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y. Here we have. Okay. That's equal to. What to do in this case? Here we have to cross multiply. So m1 into y2 minus y equal to m2 into y minus y1. So open the bracket, m1 y2 minus m1 y equal to m2 y minus m2 y1. Let us take all y term together. Here m2 y is there, m1 y I will transfer as plus m1 y. Here we have m1 y2 minus become plus m2 y1. Don't worry children, only y term we are keeping together. Here we have kept x terms together. X term. So we got x. Similarly here y terms together. So if y is common, what do we have in the bracket? m2 plus m1. That is same as m1 plus m2. Here we have m1 y2 plus m2 y1 equal to. Now let us keep y is equal to. Therefore what is y is equal to? m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by the whole thing as m1 plus m2. We got y also. Here how to write both the things together we have to write now. How do we write? Your x coordinate first, y coordinate next. xy is equal to, what is x? m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Y coordinate is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is the formula. This is called section formula. You have to write it as this is section formula. This is section formula. I'll repeat the formula once more. xy is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Here m1 and m2 are the ratio. m1 is to m2 is the ratio. In some book it is m is to n. As you like you can take. Okay. So this is section formula. X coordinate is here and this is y coordinate. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Based on this you will be getting different types of question. That is, they will be asking to find out points p, x, y. Then you have to substitute in the formula. Sometimes they will be asking the ratio. Find out m1 is to m2. Then sometimes after finding out x and y, writing it in the equation, like lines equation will be given, you have to substitute there. So different types of question comes under section formula. We will discuss that. See, already we have learned section formula. xy is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Let us see one special case. It's a special case. Let us see what it is. That is, when m1 equal to m2, what happens? When m1 equal to m2. Already we have one step. Do you remember? m1 by m2 equal to x minus x1 by x2 minus x is equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y. In this formula, if m1 is equal to m2, what do we say? M1 equal to M2 means M1 equal to M2. Therefore, M1 by M2 will be equal to 1. So substitute in this formula. If it is M1 by M2 equal to 1, what happens here? X minus X1 by X2 minus X will be equal to M1 by M2. That's equal to 1. Similarly, here we have y minus y1 by y2 minus y also will be equal to 1. Cross multiply, what do we get? X minus x1 equal to x2 minus x we will get. Similarly here, y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y. These steps you don't want to by heart, just try to understand. So here we have minus x, I'll take this side, become x plus x, it is 2x equal to x2, this minus x as plus x1. So what is x is equal to? x2 plus x1 divided by 2, or we will arrange it, x is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Okay, so M1 and M2 are missing because M1 by M2 is equal to 1. So here in this case, y minus y1, this minus y to the left side, here we have y plus y is equal to y2 plus y1 to the other side. Here we have 2y is equal to y1 plus y2. I just arranged. Therefore, y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Here we got x and y. That is, the special case is if M1 is equal to M2. If M1 equal to M2, we can say P lies as the midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. Therefore, the formula will become xy equal to, our x coordinate will be x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. These are the coordinate. We call it as midpoint formula. This is called midpoint formula. Midpoint formula. I'll repeat. Here P is in between x and y. If it is in between x and y, here xy is equal to in between a and b. If it is in between a and b, xy is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. This is called midpoint formula. Okay children, now we are going to use the section formula in exercise 7.2. As I told you, you will be getting different types of question. First type is we have to find the coordinates of point which divides the join of -1, 7 and 4, -3 in the ratio 2:3. Let us see what all things we have. Find the coordinates of the point. So P, X, Y, here we have to find out. We do not know. Join of these two, let us consider it as A, -1, 7 and B, 4, -3. Ratio we have taken as M1 is to M2. M1 is to M2 is 2:3. These are the values given to us. Now we are going to substitute in the formula. A is x1, y1. Here it is x1, y1. Here it is x2, y2. Let us substitute in the formula. Pxy is equal to, what is the formula? M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2. And y coordinate is M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. So keep comma in between, they are the coordinates. So we are going to find out, let us see this, equal to M1. M1 is 2 here, x2 is 4 plus M2 3, x1 -1 divided by M1 plus M2. Next is M1 by 2. M1 is 2 into y2 negative 3 plus m2. m2 is 3 into y1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is how. Be careful while substituting. Very simple question. 4 2s are 8. Negative 1 into 3 is minus 3 by 5. Here we have negative 6 plus 21 by 5. So here we have 8 minus 3. What is 8 minus 3? 5 by 5, comma, negative 6 plus 21. What is the difference? It is 15 by 5. That's equal to, what do we get? 5 by 5 is 1, 15 by 5 is 3. Very simple question. You can just substitute if you know the formula. Let us discuss the second question of the exercise. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line joining 4, negative 1 and negative 2, negative 3. Here we have a line joining the points A and B. Here A is equal to 4, negative 1 and B is equal to negative 2, negative 3. So 2 points are there, then only it will be getting trisected. Trisection means equally into 3 parts. Dividing equally into 3 parts. AP equal to PQ equal to QB. That is how. So 3 parts here we have. So is this part only 1 part? And here PB means, isn't it 2 part? PB here it is 2 part. Okay. Now the ratio here we have to consider as AP is 1 part and PB is 2 part. PB is 2 part. So AP is to PB. I am considering all these 2 points together we cannot find out. So let us find out P x1 y1 now. So point P x1 y1 dividing AB in the ratio 1 is to 2. So AP is to PB, that is 1 is to 2. AP is to PB equal to 1 is to 2 here we are considering. So this method is best, I think. Now here we have A coordinate 4, negative 1. A coordinate is 4, negative 1. This will be our x1, y1. For finding out AP. For P will be x2, y2 for us. That is already it's given as x1, y1. So be careful while substituting. AP is to PB. P is x1, y1. B is x2, y2. So should not be confused. So AP is to PB is also given. We are going to find out what is our Px1, y1. Px1, y1. Formula, as you all know, what is the formula? M1 x2 plus xy is equal to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2 and M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so let us substitute the value P x1 y1 here we are going to find out. So M1 is, this is our M1 and this is our M2. So here we have 1 into x2 value. For x2 value what do we take? This is AP and PB here we are taking. A is 4, negative 1. B is negative 2, negative 3. Here A is our x and y1. Here we have to consider B as negative 2, negative 3. This is our x2, y2. So here it's very simple. A is 4, negative 1. B is negative 2, negative 3. So x1, y1, x2, y2. M1, x2 plus M2 value. M2 value is 2 into x1 is 4 divided by M1 plus M2. 1 plus 2, comma m1 y2. m1 is 1 into y2 is negative 3 plus m2 is 2 into y1 is negative 1 divided by m1 plus m2. Here we are finding out AB divided by the point P x1 y1. AB divided by the point P x1 y1 in the ratio 1:2. That is how m1 and m2 1 and 2 we got. A coordinate 4 negative 1 is our x1 y1. B coordinate is our x2 y2. So now let us simplify. This is negative 2 plus 4 2s 8 divided by 3. Negative 3 plus into minus minus 2 by 3 here. This is equal to minus 2 plus 8 means it is the difference. What is that? It is 6 by 3 negative 5 by 3. So what is 6 by 3 equal to? Isn't it 2 comma negative 5 by 3? That is the point of P x1 y1. We got P x1 y1 as 2 comma negative 5 by 3. So one value we got. Now we have to calculate Q x2 y2. Next point is Q x2 y2. P x1 y1 here we got. What is that? It is 2 comma negative 5 by 3. We got it. Now very simple, we know the midpoint formula also. So how to calculate that? Here we have the line PB. We don't want to think about AP now. Consider PB now. For PB, isn't it Q the midpoint? Q is the midpoint. P value we have found out 2 comma negative 5 by 3 and B is negative 2 negative 3. So PB is divided by Q in the ratio 1:1. Why? The reason is Q is the midpoint. So equal portion. PQ equal to QB. That is why 1:1 ratio. So here we have the point 2 negative 5 by 3 and B negative 2 negative 3. Therefore, our P is having coordinate 2 comma negative 5 by 3 and B is having coordinate negative 2 negative 3. This comes as x1 y1, this as x2 y2. Now, the ratio PQ by QB, PQ is to QB. PQ is to QB equal to 1:1. It is the midpoint formula here we have to use. What is the midpoint formula? Do you remember? XY is equal to midpoint formula. We are going to write. What is the midpoint formula? XY is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So here we are going to find out q x2 y2. This is our q x2 y2 we are going to find out. Q x2 y2. Why? That is the midpoint of PB. That's why q x2 y2. Substitute the values. x1 here is 2 plus y1 is x1 plus x2. x2 is negative 2 by 2. y1 is negative 5 by 3 plus y2 is negative 3 divided by 2. So what is it equal to? 2 plus negative 2, 0. 0 by 2 is 0 itself. Then what do we have? Here you have to cross multiply and get it. This is like 1. So better rewrite it as plus negative 3 by 1 whole thing divided by 2. Divided by 2 it is. This is our coordinate. So here we have 0. Don't forget that 0. This is cross multiply negative 5 plus minus 3 into 3 negative 9 divided by 3. This thing divide by 2. Okay. So here we have the coordinate 0 comma. You can do it at the right side in the working column also. Okay. Minus 9 minus 5. Isn't it negative 14 by 3 divided by 2 means multiplication by the reciprocal. So what do we get? 2 and this can be cancelled. This is how we get the answer 0, negative 7 by 3. This is the coordinate of qx2, y2. 0, negative 7 by 3. Hope you understood.